watching Quad Cities Live.
A centennial celebration of Louis Bellson. Bellson was a renowned American jazz drummer, a composer, a band leader, a jazz educator. He was also born in 1924 in Rock Falls, Illinois. Joining me this afternoon is Louis's widow, Francine Bellson, and Davenport jazz musician Josh Duffy. Welcome to both of you.
Thanks for having us on.
Thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate it. Josh, let's start with you.
Yeah.
Louis would have been 100 years old this year.
Yes.
Visit Rock Falls is throwing a big party.
Yeah, it's the third annual Bellson Music Fest, and celebrating the centennial birthday. He was born July 6th, 1924, at 3:30 in the afternoon. So it's like I go all the way to the time with that. That's the historian.
I love that.
But Melinda and Visit Rock Falls Tourism, they have done a wonderful job these last 3 years of organizing this event for Louis Bellson and his birthplace. And it started with their idea, we want to celebrate Louis. He's from here, this is where he was born. Yeah. And so we had the second one last year with Walfredo Reyes, who was the drummer for the band Chicago. Mm-hmm. And this year we have 5 bands performing starting at noontime, with the feature band being Vital Information with Steve Smith, the former drummer for Journey.
Yes.
And all these drummers have that relationship with Louis as being a friend with him. And so there's a band that kicks off at noon with the Jerry Crisp Blues Band, and then there's 3 big bands, the Yorkville Big Band, Rock River Jazz Band, and then my big band will be focusing on all the Louis Bellson music he played in the 40s to the end of his career.
Yes, okay, so that brings me to my next question. For people that don't know, we maybe sometimes have a younger audience. Who was Louis Bellson to the world? And more importantly, who is Louis Bellson to you?
Yeah, so I'll start with how he was to me is that I met him when I was 16 years old,
yeah.
attending Moline High School, where he graduated in 1942.
Wow.
And I attended a clinic at Wallenberg Hall at Augustana College and met him. And when I saw him playing, he was in his 70s, but he played like he was 16 years old. And my jaw hit the ground. But what I loved about it is that his compassion and his pure, genuine personality of wanting to meet people and say, like, what's your name? And take time to visit with you. And he did that for everybody. Yeah. And remembered everybody's name, too. But around the world, he's known as you said, a composer, a lyricist, an arranger, but one of the world's greatest musicians. And that even comes from Duke Ellington, who had that quote about him.
Also known as Francine's husband. So,
yes.
Francine, Louis, describe your life together. Earlier, before we started the show, you talked a little bit about how you guys met.
Yes, we met on a jazz cruise called a Salute to Duke Ellington cruise, where Louis was one of the Ellington alumni who was performing.
Duke Ellington, if I'm not mistaken, called Louis the world's greatest musician.
Yes, and not only that, well, not only the world's greatest drummer, but the world's greatest musician. That's correct.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So we found a really great video of Louis making an appearance on none other than Johnny Carson. So let's take a quick look at that.
I understand congratulations are in order. I met the young lady this afternoon. You're getting married again.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Her name is Francine, right?
Yeah.
San Jose.
Congratulations. Where's she sitting? She here?
She's out.
Hey, Francine. Where you at? She's real quick. There you are over there. Stand up. Now, Francine. Good for you.
They set me up.
You do, though. You look the same.
They did. I didn't know that was coming.
Special. That is so special.
It is.
What has it been like, watching everybody put together this centennial celebration for Louis?
Well, I'll tell you, the burden or the load is light when you have willing workers, willing hands. And Melinda Jones and Josh Duffy, I think I'm going to adopt them because it's been wonderful working. There's a lot of work involved in this, and I've been putting in my part from California, and this is the first of their festivals I'm able to come to see, so I'm really happy to be here.
And there is a lot going on as well in your life right now in regards to Louis and his legacy.
Yes, I started the Louis Bellson Legacy in honor of him. You can go to the website, louisbellson.com, where it's 24 pages of bio, history, music, all kinds of things about Louis. And you can also sign up for the Bellson Beat newsletter.
Right.
Just go there and you can sign up that way you can keep up with what's going on.
Yeah, and we have that website on the screen right now, so that's what it looks like for folks who are interested, because it sounds like there's just going to be much more to come when it comes to memorializing him.
Sign up for the newsletter. You'll find out things like, right now I'm collaborating with the Smithsonian Institute about transferring thousands of pieces of Louis Bellson and Pearl Bailey artifacts to the Institute.
Incredible. And before we completely run out of time, Josh, I just wanted to allude to the fact that we're seeing photos of Louis' drums, and we were seeing photos of your drums, and it's like they're like the exact same thing.
Yeah, and I performed with the Sterling Municipal Band, and Francine and Louis had decided to give me Louis' drum set from California. And I saw that when I was 16 years old, and never crossed my mind that that would ever happen, but I told her, I'm doing a Louis Bellson concert. Do you know anybody selling a kit? And she goes, well, Louis and I decided we wanted you to have one of his kits.
So they are the exact same.
Yes.
That is incredible. Okay, that's amazing. Well, thank you both so much. And for more information on the Bellson Music Fest, you're going to want to head to visitrockfalls.com. It is happening tomorrow. It's going to be a fabulous day. Francine and Josh, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.